Hey everybody, it's Imaginarium, also known as C9X. I'm your favorite 50% Thumber, 50% genius indie VTuber. Well, at least I hope I will be. We're once again back on Genshin Impact. I have been busy the past few days, and I will continue to be busy in the next few days. So the stream schedule is going to be a little bit messed up, but regardless, I'll still be streaming tomorrow at the same time. It will be Snow Ray Containment Zone. We have a bunch of rewards. We'll look into these in a bit. While my internet is still kind of holding up, let's do the new Imaginarium Theater. Yep, it's refreshed. I just got to be sure I'm not having a brain fart. Okay, so grab a snack, grab a drink, ideally water, that's what's best for you, and check your posture, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I'll talk about why I'm busy in a bit. Okay, so Power Hydro Dendro and these special characters. Get into the prep phase. One more difficulty, we're doing hard. We're not going to do visionary. I don't need to tell you about like why Hu Tao, Nilo, and Baijiu are here. Problem is, well, not really a problem. I guess Toma, we have like a C6 Toma with subpar artifacts versus a Toma with like probably good artifacts with no constellations. Let's get C6 Toma. Okay. We can get Chaska and Efa, which I don't have. Or Seelie and Yanzan. They are both not very built. I'll probably need Seelie for the two bosses. And then Nahida, Farina, and Nuvilette. If we don't have Aka. If we use Norma, then we can, or Alakita, we can use Yalan. So let's do that. Yanfei and oh my god, Bennett are good. At least mine are. Yao Yao, she's okay. Gaming Mine's not that built. My Shiryuzu is kind of built though, but we don't have Overload team. Emily for burning, I suppose. Mona for bruising. Danger characters have that built. Xiangling for Bennett synergy. You know what? Let's just go with 2 healers. We need some sustain units. Should be good. So blessings for this rotation are Vape, Burning, and Bloom. I mean, they all synergize with each other, unlike, Geo and Animal reactions. Let's get a Bloom bonus then. Then we can get another character. Ooh, both are good. Let's just do random. Nahida. Our character. Aokino is stronger, but let's get Yanfei first so that we can exhaust her first. We can get a Bloom buff, so let's see what we get. On Bloom, triggering Bloom will generate additional Dendro Core, or creating a Dendro Core will create a lingering seed that will assist in combat. Can it be more specific? Lingering seed, maximum 4 at a time. Consumed after touching an opponent. Doing Dendro damage can occur once every 2 seconds. This probably doesn't scale that fast. I think having an additional Dendro Core would be better. I don't know if Dendro Core explosions stack. Like, let's say if 2 explode at the same time and they hit the same enemy, will they take 2 instances of damage? Or does it only take 1 instance of damage, but it calculates the highest or lowest Dendro Core damage? Whatever. In theory, this would be better, but I think maybe this one we can get more range. We can definitely get more range, but damage, I don't know. Well, let's get it. It's one or the other. We don't have any more, what are those called? Fantasia Flowers. Okay, this is pretty easy. 75 seconds, 80 seconds harder. Ooh. It's either this one or this one. Because Ruin Guards and Graders are pretty easy. They're pretty slow. Like the only issue of Ruin Grader is that they can spin, and you know you'd have problems if you don't have armor, not armor, shields, and nothing much to say about the Ruin Drake. This side depends on where they spawn, really. This is a Cryo or Hydro Mage, so it makes sense that Dendro is recommended. These are ranged guys, right? Shooters, yep, these are ranged. If I were to use a Dendro character, I would exhaust Kale first. Kale is probably my weakest Dendro character in the roster aside from Yao Yao. Yao Yao is not in here yet. Kale, Toma. We could go bring Xingqiu in. I should probably also use Nilo early because I'm not good at using Nilo. Probably not here. If I were to use it now, then I would do the Ruin Guard section. If I were to do Ruin Guard, then Nilo, Kale, Xingqiu, Toma. Sure, let's do that side then. I also have a redeem code waiting. I need to check if it works. So Nilo, Toma, we're gonna put it on the right side because that's how I do things. Kale and Xingqiu. Okay. Let's get into it. I'm not good with Lina because I don't have her and I don't know like which state of her skill to use. Bit of ping. Yeah, we got this. There we go. Neuvillette or Seelie. Maybe Seelie later. So let's get Seelie first because we can still get Seelie from random. We also have a Hydro DPS already, so let's get Seelie then. Get evolution, but we're not gonna get that yet. Oh, this is where Neuvillette would have been good because of the Numazia. We're probably gonna have to do this one then. Does it say which type of pedestal is Geo? So these two are Geo. The only one who can shred shields is Yanfei here. So if I were to do this one in Yanfei, Kale. I don't know if I'll bring Xingqiu again. Assign pirate characters, so... Okay, Yanfei. We do want burning here. Yanfei, Kale, Xingqiu, maybe Nilo again? Sure. I'm gonna exhaust Nilo early anyway. We have better hydro DPSs. Yep. Kale. Xingqiu. So we want to proc Xingqiu first, and then Kale, and then Nilo, and then Yanfei. So basically backwards. Oh. There we go. And let's get into that. We don't have any hydro DPS. What's this boss though? That's fine. We can get anything here. Of course, it's gonna be Rina. Evolution, we don't need it yet. Let's get a companion. Ooh, Bennett or Alexina. Let's go Bennett because we already have Hu Tao. Boss time. Oh, it's 3 of them. So Toma or Seelie would work here. Reason for Toma would work is that Toma has a power shield, and power shields have a better resistance than, let's say, because Pyro is although it makes a reaction, it's more resistant against cryo. Not Hydro though, so probably Seelie would be better than. Yeah, okay. When either Hu Tao or Yanfei. Let's get Hu Tao, because these are bosses after all. I think Yanfei would be better for regular enemies and also ones that could possibly fly, because she is a catalyst user. There's gonna be a few of them. Sabrina would also be good here as well. I want to see what other bosses there are. Yeah, I would use Farina here and also on this boss, not against the lava statue. So Farina, and then we can use Nahida. But here's the thing. Because there's no Cryo Thorn in this rotation, we can have both Dendro and Cryo on the same enemy. In that case, Farina's Hydro can react with Dendro to create Dendro cores. Farina's Hydro can react with Seelie to make it freeze. And then Hu Tao's Pyro can react with the Dendro cores to make version, deals more damage. Or react with Dendro itself to cause burning, to cause DOT. Or react with Cryo to cause melt. So, it synergizes. The problem is, it might make me want to use Yanfei instead, is that these guys have the chance to teleport. In that case, I would probably use Yanfei. But Hu Tao does more damage, so let's just assume that Hu Tao is better for now, and we can restart if it really is a problem. Keyboard. 悪用の力を思い知りなさい。世界を熱狂の渦に。いってらっしゃい。おい。 Maybe. We probably got this. Ooh, uh-oh. There we go. 5 seconds left. We got it. Yaya or Yoimiya? Both are kind of meh, to be honest. Yes, we already have 2 pyro DPSs, and we already have, well, 2 Dendro supports, even though, you know, one is a shield, one is healing, the other is the boost. So let's set Yao Yao. Let's buff Burning. We don't need an evolution yet. It's gonna be defense. This one's gonna be easy. 55%. I'll probably do this one. This would be a this would be a good time to use Yoimiya. Like, okay, this has already happened twice, this rotation. 2 times where I picked a character that would have been great for that mission. But no. So we want some range, so Yan Fei. That's a problem. Maybe Yao Yao so we can constantly draw aggro. I want to save Seelie for later, so let's get Thoma so that we can get power follow-up, and also if Yanfei shield is down, we have extra protection. Nahida, I want to save her for one of the bosses. Let's use Neuvillette instead of Yanfei. We get more range in that way. And then let's save Seelie for the next boss, right? Yeah, I'm gonna save Seelie for the next boss. I know I'm not looking at the bosses, I just remembered. Let's win Baiju. Baiju's not that important anyway, and his skill can also draw aggro if we really need to. And again, this is also pretty easy, so I wish we had more characters. It's fine. Oh, don't get stuck. Aggro, draw aggro, please, no. Let's restart. Is my internet okay? Kinda. My bitrate's going back up again. But let's not. Can we start from here so we don't get stuck? Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't need Thoma. God damn it. I need Thoma because his ult is not. Doesn't affect charge attacks. Maybe we can use normal attacks with Maiju. There. This guy realizes we're just stung the fuck out of him. Here we have his aggro.
治療しないとな。
Thank goodness I'm lagging now because this one isn't that important. Well, it's not important because it's not hard. That's why. We need to kill like 2 more at least at this rate we're going at. He's aggro. Took a little bit of damage, but we have his aggro now. Okay, we're back. It's gonna die, I noticed. There we go. 4 minutes. We did it. Ooh, let's get Emily. We can get some burning. Nice timing. Ooh, it how you be kept on each opponent when burning action is inflicted on them when they take 6 damage. Instances. Or reset and unleash a parry damage can be triggered once every 4 times on any one opponent. I wonder if it's counted for like 4 seconds in total or like individual and 4 seconds on every enemy. After ninjas, character's ninja damage hits a burning opponent, triggers a combustion that deals ninja damage once every 8 seconds. So let's get this one because it's AoE and also it has a shorter cooldown. Yeah, no character. Arm. We'll fight fine. Because Yoimiya can replace Yanfei, and then Arakino can replace Hu Tao, so it doesn't really matter. Don't have anything else, so let's see. Lots of Sumeru enemies. Ooh, 5 Rune Guards and Graders, I assume. Yep. That's also easy. This one's gonna be annoying because these guys have shields. At least these 2 have. And then these guys, these sticks are crowd controllable, but we don't have crowd control. And then these 2 can only be crowd controlled when they don't have their summon active. So let's do this one. Easy as pie. It's been half an hour already, Jesus Christ. That one battle did took like 1/6 of the stream. Didn't move all that much, but if they do spin, then Callus and bow users would be ideal. I can use burning once before the boss, so let's use it now. Yeah, again. Nope. What are we gonna bring? Bennett is... I want to save Bennett for later because he's good. Raju, why not? His shoe broke already? It makes sense why Baiju isn't strong. Like he is a sick man. Well, not really sick. He just uses his life force to heal people. We kill this guy on the left, and we're done. Not that guy, not that guy. This guy. There we go. Can I just say this rotation is surprisingly easy compared to the other ones. I might have jinxed myself there, but we have never had this many stars before, or at least not in a long time. Let's get a vape buff. Vape buff, when vape is triggered, unleash tidal shock. Can be triggered once every 4 times. When vape is triggered, unleash pyro. Triggered once every 3 times. So let's get this one. It has a shorter cooldown. And random, we don't have it enough. So let's get the boss. Night Soul Blessing, so Seelie. Do I have any other Night Soul characters here? I don't think I do. So this could be a problem. Let's get Arlecchino because I think we need her damage. And then Nahida and Farina because again we need their damage on this boss. I would save Nahida for the lava statue, but I don't think we can we? We could bring Bennett, but I don't know if we need Bennett on this section. Let's get Bennett, why not? In case, because this boss does do true health damage when at a certain phase. So. And also, Bennett would also synergize with Farina if we ult, and we probably would ult. It's already the boss is already in this phase. Please. I think we got it. No, we did not get it. This is why I hate this boss. Okay, let's restart. Am I lagging? Because I had like 1,000 ping earlier. Okay, let's try again. Let's use Farina first so that we can get the DOT early. Not DOT, but like the summons early. I suppose we don't really need to use Farina's ult yet. Please, please, please. Damn it. Okay, let's do that again, but this time I don't use Farina or Bennett's ult. I just use their skills. We cannot have it lag. Not. Also, it only kills the active characters, so in theory I could just put down Seelie, because Seelie is going to be the least contributing character, given that we need Vape and not Freeze. I need Seelie to deal with the Abyss Shield anyway. Can you not lag? Jesus Christ. And also, it only lags after Seelie dies for some reason. And also, if we can't get the shield down, we might need to use another character instead. In that case, I might need to use Emily then for the damage. Extra damage instances. In that case, let's take Bennett away and put Emily here. And then similar thing. Maybe I use Emily first so that we don't take that much damage. I'm already like, really. Yeah, this boss is my least favorite in the theater. It kind of sucks that there's no... It doesn't give you time to like damage the boss before it goes into the shield phase. Why am I lagging again? Let me use some RAM, maybe that's the problem. Nope, RAM is not the problem. I had to use Nivy and Maverick to kill that thing. Could try that. Could try using it. Then again, I need to break the shield first, so, and also I need to not lag. Motion capture got all messed up because I was drinking water. Let's try again. Hopefully we don't lag. And right as I say that, you can see how bad I'm lagging. And close. Close. Maybe if I don't lag. Maybe if I don't lag, I can break the shield. And I can have all my characters with me. Yes! Oops. And we got it. There we go. All the game had to do was to not lag, and I got it. So far good. Like, okay, we're good. Internet's good. Ooh. Where did you set Lolly? So, not ideal, but you know, let's decide. Shields. We don't have shields. Ooh. Let's get this one then. I just want to refresh something. Companion. Actually, not that good. We've already gotten all the characters we need. Let's go getting evolutions then. This one, Hydro character. We only have Hydro characters left. Damn. Well, let's do this one. Do we have a... We don't have a Hydro shield. Let's create Beast. So we want Pyro here. So we can use Hu Tao because we're gonna save Alakino for the dragon. We can also use Nuvilette here. Nuvilette, Hu Tao, and then these two, I suppose. And I already have a whole second of ping already. Wow. Nuvilette. Tao. These two guys. Yeah. Let's see, does it save? It does not, okay. Tao. These two. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's why shields are recommended here. I see now. Ow. Man, these guys. There, we got one of them. Can I? Hello? Thank you. And the game is lagging, so we're not doing damage. There we go. We got it. I'm not doing that again. We don't have shields. Yelan then. Whew. Roll. Can we get a buff? Yeah, we gotta get this or that. We have Dendro characters. We're gonna use burning. Unravelly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might use Yelan. Probably not though, because we do want burning. So let's get this one. Unleash successive pillars of flame being multiple instances of a reheart image. We don't really need power. Opponent. Probably this one. This one would be good for enemies that move a lot, or if there's multiple. But this one is better because you know you are basically putting area denial. And then it's gonna hit evolution because it buffs other effects. And then we don't have anything enough. We get a free cash. Nope. Let's get the boss. Wait, if you're still here, do you do Visionary or do you do hard? Or do you do like normal or easy? Probably did like at least normal then. Because easy doesn't have only has one boss. Akino, Nahida, and then these two. Akino's gonna be a power DPS, Nahida's gonna be the we're back? We're back, okay. Let me restart. I went from Act 1 to Act 8. Act 8. Okay, so you did normal then. Not normal, hard. I have to refresh chat. I missed the skill! That's a skill issue. Get it? Because I missed the skill and it's a skill issue? Anyway. So, I think like now I can talk about why I've been busy. Our reserves are going to stream on Monday. And then, I have a tooth filling that fell out. I was brushing my teeth that morning. And then I just fell out. I don't brush my teeth that hard or anything, it just fell out, so. Okay, we have the energy. We have enough time, we have enough time. And I was back into my story. I was just looking the whole day around like where the dentist would have like availability. Because it's not technically an emergency, but the cavity is quite big. And like, you know, I was worried that it might get worse pretty quick if I don't get it dealt with. Okay, we're cutting it kind of close. And we got it! And I was looking all around, like, the closest dentist had, like, availability at, like, mid-October. And then the second nearest one had, like, a few days, I think. Like availability in the next few days. And so I had to look into other districts, and then I found one that's, like, somewhat close, but, like, you know, not too far. And then, you know, I had it done. It was very expensive. They gave me a discount because I didn't have that much money because it was just so sudden. Who has the highest damage dealt? Interesting, even though I had, you know, most opponents defeated for Nubilet. Very cool. Okay, most damage taken. Probably because of the Consecrated Beast. Look, we skip. We can. We have most of the stars. That's better than our previous records. Are we going all the way to Act 10? No, this is hard, not Visionary. I don't know if you have anything to offer. Oh, you do. And then I stayed at a friend's place because he let me some money, even though he didn't need to lend me money because I actually have enough after the discount that the dentist gave me. So yeah. We got one key because we got at least Act 6. So yeah, that's the Imaginarium theory with this rotation. And then yesterday I was playing Siege Ranked because it's the last day of the season. And man, I was one win away from getting into Emerald for the first time. And that last game was like right before server maintenance. And then that last game had 3 cheaters on the enemy team. At least 1 or 2, that's like definitely cheating. One guy's kind of sus, but like one guy just like was cheating in the first round, had like either console or Brazilian aim, and then just knows where people are. and then they turn it off for like the first 2 rounds. Like not first 2, like but the 2 rounds after that, and then they just toggle for the rest. And yeah, so although I cannot get into Emerald that season, my hidden MMR is Emerald because I'm at like just before that, my rank loss was still like higher than my rank gain MMR is still higher than my rank loss. I could probably change the supporting cast for other people. I don't want to use Seelie. So these 3, maybe Yelan, Akino, these 2. Let's check the press performances. And then, I've also reached my highest RP record so far. Like, see, like, the past few Imaginarium theaters, we had, like, 2 and 3 stars, except for this one had 7, and then the older ones were somewhat easier because of, lack of health inflation. And then this one, I just don't know how to use Chlorine, and I need Chlorine for the bosses and stuff. My characters aren't that great either. So, this one wasn't that good. But yeah, we finally made a comeback because this one is actually easier somehow. So yeah, that's Imaginary Theater for this rotation. Now let's get on to these events. I have a fuck ton of them. Daily check-ins, reminder to do that. I don't think I've done it yet today, so I'll go do that if we are doing the web events. These are redeem codes from the 6.0 stream. I don't know if they're still active. They probably aren't. It says the Nod-Krai is a web event. We're gonna check that out in a bit. So the Nod-Krai, here it is. I'm gonna open this first. I'll tab into that on OBS later. And then we have this one. I don't think there's anything we need to do here, but let's check it out. I'm gonna claim all of these. And then I'm gonna do some OBS shit. Nod-Krai characters want to pull. I'll have to take a look at them again. Llama, I believe that's her name. I'm probably gonna get Llama because of her personality, per se. Game video, game audio. Window capture. Browser audio. Okay. What is this? I don't know if I should press that. What's that back here? Okay. Internet is being shitty again. Okay. Let's be honest, I'm gonna pull a full for the female characters. Enough I haven't pulled for her yet. I don't really like her all that much. Maybe later on when lunar charge reactions are like more refined, maybe I'll get her, but not yet. Is this the same? Kinda. Nope, it starts to not great. Redeem codes, are they still active? If it would show it. Jesus Christ, why do you keep opening tabs? Okay. Okay, it's on Nod-Krai. What is this? RAM. Good, some RAM, that's not the problem. These are pretty old. If you are a new player, you get these rewards. If you are a new player, you probably wouldn't be watching the stream anyway. And then if you come back after not having played for a month and a half, you can get these rewards, which is the usual. Yeah, we're getting Llama. Flynn's not that interested. I feel like Flynn's is just like a serious version of Aurora. Like really, like, come on. I know she's free, so why is Nahida here? I guess she's on the banner, and Yelan, I guess. So anniversary benefits. We can get one of the 8 characters from the selection. Let's see who we have. So you have some standard banner with Keqing, Chi-Chi, Jean, Mona, Diluc, who are in the standard banner, Tanari as well, Dea as well. Mizuki, I don't know if she's on the standard banner, but I'll probably get her because I don't have her yet. So she's not that good either, so I don't know if I will be getting her specifically. I probably will, but we'll see. Cumulative check-ins starting September 28th, so that's 25 days later. 10 to find fates, so that's 10 pulls, 1 Dust of Enlightenment. I believe this is an artifact reroll or a custom artifact, I don't remember. 8 Heroes Wit, that's pretty much nothing. 80k Mora, also nothing. 16k Primogem, so that's also another 10 pulls. Ujolaka, I assume this is a companion that you can put on your side, you know. Sanctifying Elixir, that's for custom artifact building, so this is the reroll. Rotor Hovering Daybed. I assume this is a gadget. These two are probably gadgets of some sorts, but this is most likely a companion. This is a gadget of some sort that we don't know what it's about. 2 Fragile Resin. Not too impressive. Event calendar, well, let's share this, and you get Mora for doing that if you haven't done it already. I'll be doing this, putting this on my calendar on my own. So right now it is September 3rd. So we're like here. New event, Moonlit the Distant Companion. And it's such a Nod-Krai. You know, 1 update. I don't really know which. I assume the 10th is when the event comes out. Let me see when the Battle Pass ends. Battle Pass ends 4 days later, so that's. Where's the 9 hours? So that's 5 days technically. But that's the 8th. And then it's gonna be the update is gonna be either on the 9th, like as shown here, or the 10th. There's 21 of those days. And also it depends on where you live, so your time zone will be a problem. She's on the standard banner. Yes, yeah, Villains is a more serious version of Auron. Yeah, script enough at 2. Llama seems good. I haven't looked at Llama's kit yet, but I mean, I don't suppose Llama would be bad. I got her on the standard banner on Monday, so I might go for Jean on the anniversary selector. Sound choice, especially if you have someone like Farina. Anyways, that's that. That's the events. Chronicled Wish. I don't really do Chronicled Wish, but if you have money to spend, you know, Dea. The only reason you should pull for Dea is like certain burning or burgeoning comps, and also for underwater exploration. Like there are some like underwater bosses. Dea would be good. I'll hasten good melee Dendro DPS. Wanderer's mid now, if I recall. Sino also mid. Nilo is good for if you use Bloom comps, and then Tainari is just Tainari as if you use Dendro single target DPS. And he could do it at range. Limited time area exploration rewards 400 Primogems. That's if you have like 40, 60, and 80% exploration, I think you get Primogems depending on how much you explore. So yeah. Temple Isle, the Isle of Cold Moonlight. Ancient ruins sleep beneath the tides of time, where ocean winds whisper across lonely shores. Beneath the purest moonlight, a land of chance and wonder awakens. Through drifting fog and hidden valleys, trace the dancing moonbeams where all journeys begin. Journeys begin. I guess people are probably born inside the town and then they journey beyond it, I suppose. Hissy Island. Oh, I was trying to scroll on the text. The Isle of Cold Moonlight. I can see why. It has a lot of cool tones. Cool tones are like blue, purple colors. It's similar to Enconomia, not gonna lie. It's, you know, like how like a cool tone biome and also like a artificial light source that's high up, you know. Anyway, ancient wounds. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. Ancient ruins sleep beneath the tides of time, where ocean winds whisper across them. No, this is the same, isn't it? It's the same. The Paha Isle, He's the island, Limbo Owl. Pot Owl, I get, yeah, this is a Fatui factory. I wonder if this is going to be like a highly guarded area where you have to do stealth until you do like the main story, and then you can like get the Fatui's trust in the area, or whatever. In that case, it would probably be like Veil Breaker in Warframe. Clankers, Clank Clank Clash. After familiarizing yourself with Nod-Krai, you and Palmer find yourselves with some time on your hands. But before you can kick back and relax, you discover that Enougha and Aino have been dragged into a curious crisis. So we have another instrument, I believe, and there's this item. I don't know what this is, and also there's that. I assume some of these are probably like boss drops or like enemy drops, but this is probably an instrument. The Knuckles blow up Errative Bonanza. This would feel like it's a summer event. Like Gleaner's Journey, so that's probably another photo taking event. So you're now start reading what that is. And team features. I think these are just showcasing the game. Yes, but there's that llama one I want to take a look at. Let me see the rest. Oh, a Song of Tides and Frost, Tender Whispers from the Moon, and Elysium of Moonlight and Wanderings. Elysium means like, think of it as like heaven, basically. You know, the world, a place of like peace and happiness. Think of it like that. Land of Fire and Competition, the Water and Justice, Nation of Solemnism. So I guess this is the description of the area then. Opportunity unfolds into an moments. Okay, so this doesn't mean anything. It's just telling people who don't know about the game about Nod-Krai. And then we have it starts in Nod-Krai. So if I know Llama and Flynn's, with creators to obtain 40 premium gems and another 60 premium gems after the version update. I think I've already pre-registered. I think. So checking the claim. Yeah, I've already done registration. So log in to obtain one of the 8 center characters. We've seen that. We have also seen these. Select one of 25 5-star constellations. There's 25 of them. So I believe this is the thing where you like once every 4 months or so you can get a constellation for a character you already own. With exceptions like Alhaitham, Yelan, and I think someone else. I think Kazuha, I believe. Because they are kind of strong. And, you know, it's if they just give you a constellation right like that easily, then you know Hoyo's going to lose out on money. We've seen these already. Pre-registered for 30 premium gems. I've already done that. If you pre-register and then you know the game updates, you get these for free. You know these are good to have. So the premium gems are more. You know, the more the better. And then crystals. Some people do need them. I need them. I don't think I need Electro Animal, but is that Dendro Animal? I can tell. Anyway. Journey Invitation Gift. I believe this is one where you can like select a letter from a character you want, and then that happens. Okay. Why is this so like Y2K game animation like? Unless I believe I have some videos to watch, so I'll hop on YouTube or Reddit. And I'm so sorry I haven't read your comments yet. Instead of banner, 137 polls. I'm saving for a new that's so I can't get llama. What do you mean can't get llama? You mean can, right? I assume you mean can. They have Twitch comments. I don't have Twitch comments. Okay. What was you? Let's just do this. You guys can see what the stuff I have. And I swear this is not at all. This is a weird abbreviation of their company name. This went too far. I guess Apex has another cheating problem. Genshin, there might be a Cat with Blue Hat video, so I can probably eat some snacks while that happens. I think I opened Discord by accident. Yep, I did. Okay, I haven't watched this yet. No wonder I don't recognize it. Frick. Discord. Let's see. Okay, we've seen this in game, so let's start from here, and then we watch this, and then maybe that. Okay, so yeah, let's get some snacks together. Hold on. Okay, should I close? I should probably close Genshin. Nah, I'll just do stuff later. I'll just turn down the volume on Genshin on my side. I'll turn you up. Like, give a like first, and then Neffa's magnificent transformation. Why is this low quality? I swear I put it on 1080p. Oh my god. No, no break containment zone be like.
Huh?
What is that? Please don't tell me that's an auto jack. Okay, I guess she has wings. Makes sense because Chaska does fly, so. Oh my god. I knew it. He's probably not gonna want any of those.
Kind of a small upgrade, huh?
Why are we talking now?
No problem. This way I can make even more desserts.
Like earlier she was like, haha, aha, and then now she's freaking talking. Because I feel like that this is made more for like children. Like, makes sense. This game was made for a younger demographic compared to like Honkai Star Rail and Zone Zero. And this one.
Thus did I foresee. Thus did I foresee. Waves crashing on the shore. The night sky devoured by deathly silence.
Is this another prophecy thing, or is this like a green sequence then? We're also using the Natlan the Pyro status. What is that, Rancor? I can't tell if those are going to be NPCs, like these humanoid, like these smaller humanoids. I wonder if they're NPCs or like actual enemies that we have to fight.
May I lend a hand?
Alarm? If I'm not mistaken. Lunar charge reaction.
The night cometh.
Wait, he's probably going to be as lunar charge either sub DPS or DPS then.
This is no place to linger on a foggy night. Allow me to escort you out.
I feel like the female fanbase would like that more. So, you know, if Lumine was used in this, then it would probably be better. And then we have a actual version trailer. Hold on.
This is where our space.
Superior Neffa, they are enemies. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say we haven't had a humanoid enemies in a long time, but then I just remembered we have like the random tribe people in that line.
This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Oh.
All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
The wild hunt came. It passed through all the graves.
I just remembered. We have our hibernation key, and given that we landed on a spaceship and not like we flew with our descender wings. I wonder if one of the reasons why the Fatui are here is because they are like using our spaceship to like research the tech and stuff. Let Swan be like. That is not English.
Look upon my flame. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace. Be silent.
Okay, he can imbue Electro, then he's probably a DPS then.
To dust. The long sleep beckons. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking...
That reminds me, I wonder when they're gonna add Cryothorn outside of Imaginarium Theater. Because I feel like that should be a reaction in the game. They already have the code for it, so why not add it in?
Into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful.
So he's not human. Or at least not
Ad
fully
Astra
human.
Abasask. Welcome to Nod-Krai,
Wife.
Dominion of the Fatui. Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else,
Tori's here.
don't forget to make the great Lord Simon Bay your first port of call.
Interesting.
Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment. I will have to converse from up here.
Oh, she got sucked up by a magnet.
Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
Pretty much.
Chew on this.
The claim for the summer event is for her, I believe. Developed Northern Lights.
It is a unique elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
Probably like
They
similar
say
to
that each of their moon
Watson.
chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
I am still trying to piece together the many fragments of our past. It is a story not only of the Frost Moon Scions, but also of the moons themselves. We Frost Moon Scions are the last descendants of the ancient golden realm of Hyperborea. Follow me and bask in the soft light of the moon.
I heard that Llama's passive is that people will like respect it.
Forest, protect us. For the everlasting forest.
Imagine if Fauna voiced her. Or
It is also
Mimi.
said that when the moons shattered, most of their fragments rained down upon this land like stardust.
With Super Mario Galaxy.
Yet, successive generations of Frost Moon Scions have always passed down
Oh, close-up
a
shot of the
prophecy that
statue.
one day the moon goddess would return. That prophecy did indeed come to pass, though not quite.
One thing I want to point out.
That
while we're here.
prophecy that
There's a theory from Cat with Blue Hat that I forgot what her name is. Isn't like actually here. It's
one
like she
day
is
the
she has some
moon
kind of
goddess
weird
would return.
quantum state. And like she doesn't have a shadow or like a reflection, but here she has a reflection in this cutscene, but then in
Would
the next
return.
moment
That prophecy
she doesn't. So I wonder what's going on.
did indeed
So it's possible that either this is a rendering mistake, or that these two are like taking place are at a different time,
come to pass.
but edited
Though
to
not
feel like
quite.
they are taking place at the same time.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
The Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here, too.
The sacred relic of the Frost Moon Scions. It's been stolen.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call, a friendly warning, if you will. I strongly
Those
advise
are like
you not to
Fatui.
stand in the Fatui's way.
I was gonna say tanks, but they're not really
Frost Moon
tanks.
Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui. With your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow.
No irregularities detected in the duct. You're wrong. Just because Nod-Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not
Oh my god, I know you're gonna do a Nick
We
man.
Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
Are you gonna blow up the fucking marine? Like,
Secrets has always
Luigi's
striven
mansion?
to abide by a policy of strict.
Yo, what are they shooting at?
Imaginarium of Secrets has always striven.
I wonder, is that the robot tanking the hit, or is the robot launching this attack? I don't think it's the robot launching the attack, because we did see like this like weird thing charging up earlier.
Establishing a new order.
Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
The Curatorium of Secrets has always striven to abide by a policy of strict neutrality. We do not take sides with any faction in Nod-Krai.
I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away.
Are you wondering if your sister might be in cahoots with the Fatui?
I'm not asking you to trust me. Just don't try and stop me.
The titles are wrong.
Take care. The moon can be treacherous.
One thing that people have pointed out, I saw on Reddit, that Paimon is actually like the facial expression of
The
Paimon.
moon.
She is angry. I mean, like, we are serious, but Paimon, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people pointed out. Because maybe Paimon's, like, usually not angry on the title page? I don't know. Like, version art. What else do we have? Do we need to see this? Oh, this is the new game from miHoYo, isn't it? Let's check it out. Let me check my internet. Hold on. We're good. Oh, so this game is like Mario Party, or not Mario Party, but like Monopoly, and oh, never mind. This is just this is either Mario Party or like a mini game focused game. And we got tower defense here. We can also attack apparently. We have a football game or soccer. And parkour. And this is in Genshin as well. It's not the new game, it's just the new game mode. I wonder if these like characters we make are like permanent or what. And what is this is the FPS game mode, I believe. Well, not FPS, it's TPS. And then we have Bomberman, Plants vs Zombies, I can't tell what that is. Some kind of like vampire survivor thing. Hello, Kier, what is this? I don't know what that is. There's just so much going on. Hold on. We've seen, you know, these two. I think we've seen her briefly. This outfit reminds me of the one of the rewards we saw earlier. So I wonder if that item either grants us this outfit or maybe that item grants us this game mode. Let's try Wonderland. I wonder, maybe Miliestra, I wonder. Okay. If my time investment on it, at least, will depend on, like what the rewards are, and maybe if they are shown on like some kind of tracker, then I will do it. Let's see. Still don't know your name yet. I think she should be like a Sumeru character. Maybe she's a Sumeru.
Nod-Krai. The power of Kuvaki is not to be underestimated.
Yo.
It sets machines in motion.
The Kuvaki, aside from
and fortifies the creatures of this land.
I wonder how it's gonna interact with like Traveler. Like, which version of it is gonna benefit? Maybe it's a Pyro version?
Kuvaki affects everything, even the weather. It is the power to attract and repel.
So how does it work?
Of course, that's just the beginning of the story. Itching for more info? Stop by the Curatorium of Secrets, and we can exchange stories.
I love stories. So she might be the person selling books in the area. Wait, what even the weather? Yeah, apparently. So there might be a weather system that affects certain game mechanics. Kind of like how Sumeru had like the sandstorm and also the area where you can control it if it's raining. Which, to be honest, it looks better when it's not raining because it's sunny. But you have an advantage when it's raining because you can freeze enemies or like get free vape reactions or dendro cores, whatever, and electro charge, I suppose. And then you also have other areas that are like, why is this flashing? Other areas that are like, for example, the cold in Dragon's Spine, and they should have been a heat meter in Natlan and also the desert areas, but there wasn't. So we'll see what happens. Whether, from what I saw, the raindrops were like going up. So maybe things dry faster. Like maybe you can remove wet status or something. I don't know. We'll see. Nod-Krai impression trailer. This is not in-game footage, is it? Yeah, this is rendered. I do not like this art style. It's too League of Legends. I'm not into like Western cartoon art style. So like this might be more for like the Western audience, the modern audience, or Korea. Korea has that like spexy art style as well. And also they have to build like these specific models for this art style, so like that's like a bit of a waste of like resources. There is no way you are standing on that thing without a problem. There's so much air resistance. Is this supposed to be one of those like symphonies where like you're supposed to like imagine what's going on? There is no way that fire spread that fast on that piece of paper. Hold on. It's interesting that the stars can be seen when the hands are covering the moon. In real life, when there's like a non-full moon, stars don't show up on like the covered area of the moon because the stars aren't closer to us than the moon. You know, it's behind it. And the reason why the side of the moon is like dark when it's not a full moon is because the Earth is covering it. So it's a shadow, not that it's transparent. So, like, I can't apply real life physics to this because Teyvat has its own set of rules. So it's interesting how they drew it to have stars over the hands. I don't think this is a mistake with how, like, you know, detailed Genshin is. Or like how Genshin focuses on has attention to detail. I don't think we need to watch this, but we could. I'll just skim through it, see if there's anything important. I'm just gonna turn down the resolution as well. Let's just take a look. So that's the main event. In that it has a special UI. We're getting some new movement and mechanics too from that. Unless it's like the event specific. I doubt it is. Oh, this is a 4-star weapon. It's a callus then, right? Weapon my primary material. Okay, so this isn't a boss drop or anything. This might be the boss drop or enemy drop. What weapon is this? It feels like a callus, but I assume it's a callus. I don't think they're adding a new weapon type. Not this deep into the game. ID cards. I don't know what game to like connect that with, but this is definitely Bomberman. We've seen this event before. I actually made a guide on it on YouTube a long time ago, but no one watched it. I made it because Kyoto-Sin was making it, and I could do it faster. Yeah, this is a photo taking event. We have that same material again. It's probably an enemy drop then. Yeah, it's a camera taking, photo taking event. In favor. Is this like the extra artifacts? No, what? Oh, it's probably an event where you can use like 20 resin to claim double or triple artifacts. The artifact sets. Weapons. Yeah, that's a catalyst. New 4-star set. Interesting. I assume the new set is going to be, looks like Arcania. They use that art style. I feel like the new 4-star weapons are going to be lunar reaction related. There's probably like
Welcome back.
characters.
We made it! Now, that does mark the end of the special program. Summarize.
Okay, let's start with Nod-Krai itself.
Right. So, like the devs mentioned, Nod-Krai lies on the edge of Teyvat and is more susceptible to abyssal invasion because of it. In fact, the whole region was once a wasteland because of these clashes with the abyss. But the merchants of Nod-Krai chose to rebuild from the ruins, and that is how Nasha Town came to be, which should be the first place travelers end up after venturing into Nod-Krai. And just like we talked about at the beginning of the program, the moon is a major aspect of the Song of the Welkin Moon as a whole. Under the influence of the moonlight, Nod-Krai is filled with an ancient kind of elemental energy known as Kuvaki.
Yeah, and it looks like this power is indispensable to almost every facet of life in Nod-Krai.
That's right. And some people can...
About the winter. maybe it can be like cloudy, and when it's cloudy, the clouds obstruct the view of the moon, and then like certain devices can like work better or like not. So that could influence like puzzles or enemies. Maybe because the regions like Kuvaki, it's attraction and repulsion, and maybe repulsion or attraction is what happens when the moon is around, and that's why the water goes up. Maybe. You don't know yet.
Even wield Kuvaki for themselves.
These characters have moon wheels, which are different from Vision's because their power comes from Teyvat's 3 moons.
Pretty cool.
And, with the power of Kuvaki, certain Nod-Krai characters can trigger unique lunar reactions.
Exactly. And Nefa introduced lunar charged in version 5.8.
He also has a moon wheel.
And Lauma will introduce another new reaction. Lunar Bloom.
That's right. Lauma is the moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, which does make her a very important figure in the tribe. She's the one her people look to for leadership and guidance. As for her abilities, she can communicate with animals and transform into a deer. Plus, in combat, her Dendro Moon Wheel allows her to convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom reactions. Her elemental skill can decrease enemies' dendro and hydro resistance. Holding her skill consumes verdant dew, which is created when team members trigger lunar bloom reactions, and grants her stacks of moonsong. Then, with her elemental burst, Lauma consumes her stacks of moonsong to increase bloom reaction damage.
Sounds like she's a great support for lunar bloom teams. Next, let's take a quick look at Flint's.
Well, she's good.
In
She
terms
has
of
to.
first impressions, Flint's comes off as a polite, dignified lightkeeper with an almost aristocratic air to him. Of course, as a member of the Lightkeepers, Flint's fights for the safety of Nod-Krai, using the ancient power of his lantern to fend off the wild hunt. In battle, Flint's elemental skill infuses his normal attacks with electro damage that cannot be overridden. Casting his skill again will trigger a special elemental burst that deals lunar charged damage to enemies. And without needing to satisfy any conditions, his normal elemental burst can directly deal lunar charged damage to opponents.
Which does make him a strong addition to lunar charged teams.
Let's go.
Alright, let's move on to the last character coming in the new version.
Aino, from the Clink Clank Krumkaki craft shop, right?
Yep, Aino is Nefa's creator and the owner of the workshop. She's also a genius inventor. The massive cannon in Nasha Town used to fend off the wild hunt is her creation.
Cool.
But even geniuses have things they're not so good at. And for Aino, well, that's housework. So Nefa takes care of that for her.
That's nice.
In battle, Aino's elemental skill allows her to use a gadget to launch forward, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies.
They're kind of like crushing and away them.
Then, with her elemental burst, Aino summons a water-spraying mechanism that periodically deals hydro damage to opponents.
Whoa, you can't forget the most important thing.
All right. Near the beginning of the first act of the Archon quest, A Dance of Snowy Tides and Hoarfrost Groves, travelers will have the chance to meet Aino and invite her to their parties.
In other words, travelers can get her for free.
That's right. And speaking of, let's talk about how the dev team has revamped these quests, with the goal of adding richer character development into the core narrative.
Cool.
This means, in the upcoming Archon quests, travelers can look forward to more interactions with the 3 characters we just mentioned, and the ones we'll meet in the future, allowing us to get to know them on a much deeper level. Version Luna 1 is also bringing new content to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flint's, Lauma, and Aino, build meeting points in Nod-Krai.
Okay.
At these meeting points, you can chat with characters whenever you feel like it.
And so these are like heart-to-hearts in Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, it's kind of like Traveler's Tales, but a little more fleshed out. Now, the Damselette is another highly anticipated character. I'm sure many travelers have already picked up on her close connection to the moon. And travelers will get to meet her very soon. After venturing to Hisi Island in the upcoming Archon quest, travelers will encounter the Damselette at a special time and place. In this place, you can chat with her, accept commissions from her, and receive her gifts.
Definitely something to look forward to. Now, let's give a quick refresher on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version Luna 1, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Lauma and Nahida, as well as a Sumeru-centered chronicled wish banner.
And in the second half of the version, we'll have event wishes for Flint's and Yelan.
In addition, Aino will receive a drop rate boost on the second half banners, so don't miss out if you're interested.
Why in the second half, not in the first half, or like the whole version?
Alright, now let's talk anniversary rewards and system optimizations.
Starting with anniversary rewards. travelers will receive
Oh, you
1,006
don't need to see these.
in a row.
And, of course, there's all players trying in the new experience. Adventure XP are a few optimizations that should improve the adventuring experience. Adventure XP gained from exploration is being significantly increased. For example, collecting oculi will now grant Adventure XP. More tips will be added to characters' trial run stages.
Yeah, and there are also a few optimizations.
So I guess this bit, Adventure XP, if you're at AR60, Adventure XP turns to Mora. So I guess they're doing it as a way to like help new players level up and to help advanced players have like a side way of getting Mora so that you don't have to like spend resin on, well, getting Mora. Which is nice, though I wonder if they will like do it retroactively. They probably won't because it says like another content and version. So it's probably going to be like not Cry specific that this change will be. Which is fine, but you know, it's nice, you know. But I just hope that they don't make stuff more expensive in the region. Like stuff that you can buy, like books and stuff, because of this change.
Geared towards veteran travelers. Starting in version Luna 1, travelers will be able to obtain harvestable materials from the Battle Pass,
That's nice.
making it easier to build and level characters. The devs have also expanded the number.
So they changed it some time ago, where you can select what rewards you want from the Battle Pass. You can select Mora, like 4 things. You can select 3 of the 4. You can select Mora, I believe Artifact XP, Weapon XP, and Mora. Did I mention that already? Hold on. Let me check in game. I'll just so that I'm not mixing anything up. Okay, so 4 choices: Mora, normal XP, Weapon XP, and Artifact XP. You can choose 3 of the 4. So I wonder if that's going to take up 1 slot, or if they're expanding the Battle Pass to like level 70, like Honkai Star Rail or something.
Of team lineups that can be saved, making it easier to have a team ready for any scenario. There's also a big change coming.
I'll pass on first harvest rewards. Reduce the difficulty of open world enemies in some domains. Meet challenges in co-op mode. Huh. Okay, so test run. If you compare Natlan, like test runs starting from Natlan compared to ones before Natlan, characters that came before Natlan usually just have a Spiral Abyss or Artifact Domain arena, and then you just use them to fight. And then Natlan ones, possibly because they are related to movement. Most of them are related to movement. Kachina and Sionen can use their ability to climb up walls and break rocks, certain rocks. Molani can travel across water and on land quickly. Kinish can, Spider-Man around. And then Mavrika can basically do everything because she's supposed to be the best. Chaska can fly, stuff like that. And also Auron and Seelie can have super jump. So that explains why there's a lot of movement involved with their trial runs. So I wonder if they are retroactively changing trial runs for older characters, especially the ones that have movement abilities like Sayu and Koshi. So we'll see. And then I'm really interested in seeing the difficulty in co-op mode, because a lot of times, let's say I join someone who is new and I'm not too kitted out. Maybe I'm just a mid-level player. I'm close to mid to end game level. Maybe if I join a low-level player and I play support and they play DPS and we do not much damage, maybe this will change that. Maybe there will be some sort of scaling, or it'll just be easier. Right now, if I recall, in 2 players, the enemy's health increases by like 25 or 50%, and then same for every additional player. Then enemies get an additional 25 or 50% health increase. Maybe it's lowered to say 20% or 15%. I don't know. They're not that specific. We'll see.
easier to
The
have
game
a
will
team
probably
ready
explain
for
in
any
the, well, in
scenario.
the game.
There's also a big change coming to the artifact system. After obtaining a 3 substat artifact, travelers will be able to check the hidden 4th substat, which should make it a lot easier to decide if an artifact has raising potential. In addition, travelers will now be able to directly consume 40 original resin to claim rewards, and the recipe for crafting condensed resin will now cost 60 original resin. All in all, this should give travelers a break from constant crystal fly farming.
Wow.
Of course, these are just some of the optimizations coming in version Luna 1. More information will be...
Okay, let's take a look. In the new version, you can upgrade the treasure compass to joint meeting point, construction, gameplay, and track oculi, treasure, and treasure. This is not correct. I read this on a leak. So I assume meeting point is a side quest, and then for the treasure compass of Nod-Krai, you can track oculi, treasures, and treasure clues. Treasure clues are like hidden chests. Stuff that like you have, maybe it's like side quest related, or maybe you have to like interact with some stuff to have it appear. Instead of just like a normal out in the open chest that you just haven't found yet. So that's great. I hope they will do it for older treasure compasses, even if it's like later down the line. Because right now, your only way to track oculi is to use like a map, like a third-party map, or like the Genshin interactive map, or use the oculi. So, and making oculi actually costs quite a bit of resources, especially if you're a new player. So that's nice. Open the lunar trigger, tame that stuff on that might. That's artifact related. For fix, that's really great. I saw that from Malik as well. But it's only for 5-star artifacts. I know that some people use 4-star artifacts. Which not ideal, but you know, some people do that. So, and those people you won't be able to benefit from this, but you know, 5-star artifacts you can. So in theory, if you have a lot of artifact space, unlike me, you can save your 3-star artifacts and see if they will have a potentially good 4th substat, so that you can save up on time and just artifact XP. Because if you use let's say a level 20 artifact to, you know, infuse into another, you do have a bit of XP loss. So that's going to help with artifact farming. And also optimizing the claiming reward bonus. Since condensed resin will now be 60, it is in theory better to condense resin right before the update, so that you can turn your 50 resin, because assuming you have 0 to begin with, 0 condensed resin to begin with, you can turn your 200 original resin into 5 condensed resin, and that 5 condensed resin will now be worth like 50% more. So that's nice. Well, not really, I guess it's nice, but you know. And then for the crystal fly farming bit, you will have a lower demand, because instead of crafting, let's say 5 condensed resin a day, you can craft 3 a day, assuming you don't use treasure resin or transient resin. So it's lowering the demand. It doesn't change the supply. If you have the crystal fly collector, the crystal fly trap, sorry, and you just grab crystal flies on your travels, you do not have this problem. Like, let me check how many I have right now. I've never had a crystal fly problem after like AR like 30 or 40. And back then I didn't have the crystal fly trap. Let's see, how many do I have? I have 546 crystal cores. Like, I don't get how people have this problem. Then again, I don't farm every single day. That might be why. But people shouldn't have this problem.
Available across Genshin impacts.
First, when a new 5-star character or weapon receives a drop rate boost, the corresponding talent ascension material and weapon ascension material domains will be open every day for the next 7 days.
That's nice.
Second, on top of the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60. And here's another major piece of news. In version Luna
UI.
1, once a 5-star character reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into Master List Stella Fortuna, which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level 100.
Okay, I thought this would be different. From what you saw there, 90 Ascension Break on 90 requires 1, and then Ascension Break from 95 to 100 costs 2. So you need 3 in total to get to level 100. I guess that now you would probably want to use this on, for example, Kazuha. Maybe not. I mean, Kazuha maybe. For characters that are already in the thing where you can get the special effect for them if you do the mission, you are basically gonna get them. They have to do this for free because they're already at level 90. That is level 90 is the requirement to unlock that mission. The Envisaged Echoes. That's the name. So you probably wanted to use it on like Kazuha. Let me check who else has it. Who else I would recommend. Let's see. Because for me, I definitely put it in Kazuha. So we have Deya. Deya, if you have a good Deya, you have a good build, you have her with decent constellations, if you use her for like the certain like version comps or whatever, and underwater, I probably don't need her for underwater exploration for like this specific level up. So Deya not that recommended, but you know, if you like her or have her built, sure. Kazuha, I would use them on him. Ganya, I would use them on her as well. Diluc, if you have Shen Yun, maybe. Shenhe, if you use Skirk, then yeah. Raiden Shogun, yes. Keqing, maybe. Zhongli, yes, because he is a pretty good shooter. Kirara, maybe. Chishi, no. Jean, maybe. Jean skills her healing off of attack, and by leveling up, you can get more attack, and that's more healing. Venti and Ningguang, probably not, but yeah, and they're probably going to add more Envisaged Echoes characters later on, and you know, there are definitely more characters that you should invest into beyond level 89. So like your DPSs like Arlecchino, Nuvilette, you know, Mabuika.
For example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Possible, but
Plus,
not
travelers
easy
who
for
have
a free-to-play.
obtained excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella
that is
Fortuna
nice.
in their in-game mailbox during the new version, which will give certain travelers the chance to start leveling their characters right away.
I wonder how this is tracked. Is it going to track from your pull history? Because the game does have your pull history up to like a certain duration. I can check right now, I suppose. It is up to past year. So the game has tracked for a past year. I don't know if it tracks more on like miHoYo servers to like prevent cheating or whatever. So in theory, if you've been playing for the past year, you should definitely get these. If you've been playing for like, if you haven't played for at least a year, do let me know if you're whether if it's in the comments or if you message me in game or on other social media. Do let me know. I want to know because I do play a lot of this on this game, as you may know. So I do not know whether if I will get those equal amounts of Stella Fortuna, a Master of Stella Fortuna. And that will satisfy my curiosity for my ADHD. Okay, let's continue. I have something else to show. Like wrap up.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1 to temper thyself and travel far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week period, or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs.
Just like existing
but
players
most
as well?
importantly, this
Well, not
event
new
will
players,
give travelers
like
the chance
players.
to earn a constellation for certain designated 5-star characters. For more detailed information and event guidelines, keep an eye out for future announcements. Of course, we've just scratched the surface of all the exciting content coming in version Luna 1. There's
I'm just gonna pop back into the game, and we're just gonna show something real quick, and then we can end the stream. Because it's September, it's a new month. You can get these basically for free. I have this many Master Star Glitter, so you know that I've gotten a lot of 5 stars. Honestly, I want to get these Blackcliff weapons. If I recall, yeah, Blackcliff weapons and royal weapons. Blackcliff increases attack. I don't know if it scales with like the other weapons as well. Increases attack. And then we have the royal set. I'm tempted to get these because how many do these? 70. We have like Blackcliff royal, so 72. Sorry, 72 times 5. So I can get some of these. I probably want polearms because I don't have enough polearms. But, you know, maybe someday I can get all of the royal and Blackcliff sets and, you know, I can finally use these for something else. Yeah. That's about it. I don't think I need one more. I'm not going to be pulling for Chaska or Millennium, but maybe for Chaska. Chaska is like the best animal DPS right now. You know what? No, I was gonna say, you know what, let's pull, but it's level 50 already. There's no reason for me to pull. When we made 20 wishes, these are probably like on the standard wish as well. So I guess I'll just be saving for Llama. So yeah, next time on Genshin Impact, I'm gonna be ending the stream today because I'm busy as usual. I'm really doing these off screen, so don't worry. Next on Genshin Impact, which is probably going to be when Nod-Krai comes out. We're going to be doing Nod-Krai events. I also have these 3 hangout events to do. I've heard that the new version will have like, well, not heard, but like we've seen earlier that they will have like a different way to introduce characters. So maybe hangout events will be structured differently, or maybe they will be a part of a different class or whatever. We'll see what happens. Next stream rather. Tomorrow will be Snowbird Containment Zone, and then Friday will be Hollow Earth. And then, yeah. See you guys next time. And I really need to get stuff done. I have like a few thousand words to type out. Yeah. Until next time, be good, be well, be happy, be healthy. If I do that, do all those as possible, but it doesn't cost money to be good unless you suddenly decide to like take $1 off per nice action. /found Satan. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye bye.